I'm Judy Griffin, and at Aroma Health, Texas. Today we're going to finish making our perfume that we've made from 3 chords of base, heart, and head notes. And then we're going to talk about how to perfect a perfume. Because along the way there's always going to be something that happens. You think, what do I do now? So just to make sure you understand, we have an amber glass bottle we're using with a cap that screws on, and we have a little insert in there, a little plastic insert that holds down the blend and it doesn't let air get in. This is a 15 milliliter bottle, ½ ounce. And I have my 3 chords here ready to go. We always start with the base, and it's usually quite perfumey. Oh, this is nice. This is the one we called Amber. And you can put in your bottle the formula for natural perfumes, which is 6 drops of your base, 15 drops of your heart note, and then 9 drops of your top note, your head note. I don't do it that way all the time. I like to make a natural perfume stronger and last longer. So I'm going to go with a little bit different formulation here. This is a perfume in itself. This is the base note that we did. And I'm going to triple the amount of essences we put in this little bottle. So we're going to put 18 drops. Of our base note. And it has what we call an amber smell. We have lactamin in it. Oops. Then we're going to go right away to our heart note. Really nice. Oh, yes, this came out good. And we want 54 drops of our middle note. You don't have to agree with me. You can make a combination by just putting all 3 of these together and not putting any carrier in there at all. I'm going to use a carrier oil, and that's one reason I want to put so much of extra of our notes in there. This is our top note. We're going to do 27. Oh yeah, this smells good. Now, what we would do, and this is going to be your option, we're either going to, see, it didn't fill that much of the bottle up to put all those drops in there. So we're going to put the rest of it, we can fill with a perfume alcohol. Please do not use vodka. You can use Everclear. I'm cheating a little bit by telling you that, but you could if you can't get the perfume, the 200%, then was it 190 proof Everclear is close to being, close enough to being a perfume alcohol. So you could find that at an alcohol store, I assume, depending on what they sell in your area. So we could put that in there, and it's going to, and we'll just fill it up, and it's going to lift like our perfumes do that are commercial. Or you can put in the rest of this some kind of carrier oil, and that could be marula or sweet almond or red raspberry if you don't want a nut oil, and whatever one you like. And when you're considering using alcohols for your perfumes, You can get things like grape alcohol, and it's really nice when you add it to a perfume. So it's your choice. We need to I would let this rest. Now, we've put all our 3 cords together and we let them rest for a week or 2 each, as long as 3 weeks. And now we're going to do that with the rest of our blend. And we're going to label it and the date into 1926. So 2026, yes. And so we need to label it, label everything. Keep records on everything you do, like a little notebook, and put in there how many drops you did of each one. You might experiment a little bit. And once you put your alcohol or carrier oil in there, you're going to just turn it over. You don't need to shake. Shaking actually breaks down essential oils. Don't shake. Just, okay, whatever you call that. And so, if you have any questions, I want you to contact me, call or email. And I want to talk about some other things that happen when you're doing perfumes, because I hope you try a lot of different ones. So we're going to let that rest for 7 to 21 days, and then we would eat with our alcohol or carrier oil in it, and then we'll check it out and we'll see. You know, you just open it up, take a quick whiff, see what you think of it. You may not like it. So there's several things we can do to improve a blend. And that is, first of all, if you open up a perfume that's supposed to be ready and you don't like it, let it rest again for another week. It may still evolve and smell better. Usually after a month you have a pretty good idea of what everything's going to smell like. But if you want to improve the original blend, then you can also test it before you start doing things, but test a little bit. So, I don't know if I like that. Test a little bit on your wrist, see how you like it, see how it lifts or stays on you or what it does for you. And then, if you need to, we will find some ways to add. If it's too sharp, if it's too sharp, you would add something like a light base note, like sandalwood. I know that's expensive. Frankincense, or even spruce, like black spruce would work, and it doesn't have a real sharp or high smelling aroma to it, but what we want is to take the perfume and let it last longer. So now we're toning down this little sharpness, you know, just like if you were doing a musical note and it, oh, that's too sharp, that's, you know, then you would, you know, play it a little softer. So that's what that'll do. Again, you will need to let it rest at least a week before you try it out. If it's too sweet, if there is such a thing, you would add citrus to, that's a top note. And if you don't like citrus, or you don't use citrus for any reason, or don't want any more citrus, you could use a non-floral heart note. And those can be like our marigold mint essential oil, or if you don't have that, you might use some other light herbal scent, light, and see if that helps to just mellow it out a little bit, give it a little bit more of another scent other than sweet, okay? Now here's one that happens often. There's no depth to your blend, and it's like, I know I did my low notes, my base notes, and you know, no depth, it doesn't go anywhere. So you would add 1 or 2 of a base note, or you could use lemon. Lemon always perks up a blend. And if you have a blend that feels stagnant in any way, smells that, oh, it smelled better when I started, now 2 weeks later, it's not as good, a drop of lemon. And again, keep records. You have to remember how many drops you did of different essential oils for which blend, okay? So you'd add just 1 drop at a time. That's the best way to do it. If you add 2 or 3, it just may be too much, and then you have another mess to fix. So 1 drop at a time. Use that nose. If you need to, get a piece of wool and breathe into it and out with the wool on your nose, and it'll help clear the little cilia hairs in your nose and allow you to have a real good smeller going. You need that. If your blend seems to be weak, you can't even smell it that well, or flat, then you would possibly add a drop or 2 of a base note and a few drops, up to 5 drops, maybe 15, depending on how flat it is, of your heart note, okay? And if you have to, you can add a little bit of a top note. One top note that comes in handy with perfumes is black pepper, because it really sparks things up. So when you're trying to build a perfume, say this isn't strong enough smelling, this isn't, exciting enough, black pepper will do it, just 1 drop. And then I want to talk to you about certain base notes that can overwhelm your blend, no matter what you do. And one of them is vetiver. It's, we say you need 6 drops of a base note. I did a blend and it was like a quart. And I didn't do that, many drops. I didn't do enough that drops for a quart. I just put in a few drops of vetiver. Now, we grow our own vetiver, it's strong. But it just, I couldn't get it. All I could smell was vetiver. It's like, oh, vetiver is not my best smell, but it blends well with lavender and other perfume oils, and so I thought I'd try it. Did not work. So what you can do with that is add something like lavender. Lavender goes well with vetiver, but lavender also is very good for a blend that the base is too strong, or you just can't, you just have a flabby perfume where you just don't, it just didn't come together. Then you can use several drops, 10 drops, depending how big your container is going to be also, that you keep it in, of a lavender, because lavender is very good for that. Another one that can overwhelm your blend is vanilla. So go easy on that, and make sure when you use vanilla, you use a sweet heart note, and that would be rose and rose geranium and all those kind of pretties. And that type of high note, like ylang ylang, okay? You may not even want to use citrus. You may want to use something more floral. Or if you use citrus, you can use Litzia. But vanilla is a great base, but it very easily overwhelms your blend. And if you're using things like peppermint or eucalyptus, I just don't think they make a good perfume. You can make a natural scent from it that you can wear and enjoy, and maybe accent it with some citrus. Excuse me. But if you try and put peppermint or eucalyptus in any kind of floral blend, you won't smell it at all. All you're going to smell is peppermint. And if you want to use a really strong base like vanilla, peppermint and vanilla can fight it out. That's about the best you can do. So keep in mind, it's your blend. You can build it the way you like, but there's some parameters that'll help you get the type of blend you want. And most people, when we're talking about a perfume blend, want something that's going to lift and, not just smell. Peppermint, you put peppermint on you and everybody can smell you, all day. But that's not that lifting and, smell that just creates such a peace of mind and good attitude in your body. And if you like lavender and eucalyptus, just wear them. Put them in a container with some carrier oil. You don't need to use alcohol with them, and you can wear it just like that. You can wear it anywhere you like. So if you have any questions, or if you run into trouble at any time and can possibly describe what problem you're having with your perfume, just get in touch with me and I'll help you all I can. One thing you have to keep in mind, and I did this with the vetiver, okay? I just put it aside. I just started all over, okay? And that may happen sometimes. People think, oh, I can't give this up. I put so much effort into it. Put it aside. Maybe after 2 months or 3 months it'll rest and smell better, but otherwise, it's, for me, I was just going to smell vetiver, and that was not my favorite essential oil. So I chose to just start over again, and there's nothing wrong with that. Perfumery is not exactly something that somebody can just teach you. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't work like that, because it's a creation, and these essential oils are alive. And that's what's so different about natural and synthetic. Synthetic may smell just like peppermint or whatever you're using, but it's made from chemicals, and it will never lift. It will, it will smell, and perfume can smell good that way, I suppose, but it's not going to be what you're looking for in a natural perfume. That it actually joins in with your body and becomes one with you, and that's what you step forward to in life. Please like, subscribe, and do all those good things, and we'll see you next week with some more ideas in aromatherapy. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.